Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Thursday, the 21st of September. Continuing to follow the saga of David as he is on the run from his son Absalom, who's risen in rebellion against him. In 2 Samuel chapter 17, we read how that continues to play out. And I was struck by verse 25, where we read, Absalom had appointed Amasa over the army in place of Joab. Amasa was the son of a man named Jether, an Israelite, who had married Abigail, the daughter of Nahash and sister to Zeruiah, the mother of Job. And as I read that, it struck me, and I had to stop and look at the names and work out how the relationships worked, because so often you can just read the names and it's a family described here. But as you read that, you realize that Amasa, who's now commanding the troops loyal to Absalom, and Joab, under David and commanding the troops loyal to David, they're actually cousins. They're part of the same family. And here they are on opposite sides of a looming battle. And indeed, it becomes a battle in the next chapter. And as I read that, I thought, it's so typical of life, where one complicated situation will complicate everybody around them. Here you have David and Absalom, and Absalom's in rebellion against David. And the impact that has on so many people and so many other relationships, and how many other families are dragged into it on opposite sides. Not just that they're dragged in to support one or the other, but they're divided and they end up fighting against one another because of what Absalom has done. And one can say Absalom ended up doing what he did because of what David failed to do with his son earlier, and that was possibly because of what David did when he seduced Bathsheba, and David did that because he hadn't gone to war and stayed at home in the palaces. And so you have this knock-on effect. And so often lives impact other lives, and problems that we experience can impact other people. And we find, unfortunately, that other people's problems end up impacting our lives as well. And I read that and I thought, really what we can do as Christians is to pray, God, help me to walk in your way, so that my life I'll be answerable to you. I'll be walking in your way. I'll be doing your will, so that any kind of impact I have will be an impact for good. And it made me think of that passage in Micah, where Micah writes, "For he has shown you, O mortal, what is good and what the Lord requires of you, but to do justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God." And we pray that we would do that, so that the impact we have, because we do have an impact, will be positive. And as people impact on us, we'll have our eyes firmly fixed on the author and perfecter of our faith, on Jesus, and be walking in his ways, knowing his protection and guidance. So in a world that is complicated and often very messy, know that God is with you, and relying on him, we are blessed.